Radiance ban.
Lycan!
10 seconds to pick. 5 seconds. Hurry, hurry! Dire's ban. Radiance ban. Only 10 seconds. 5 seconds remain. Dire's ban. Radiance ban. Ten seconds to pick. 5 seconds. Hurry, hurry! Dire's ban. Dire team pick. Radiant team pick.
Grimstroke.
Only 10 seconds. 5 seconds remain. Dire team pick. Radiant team.
Elder Titan.
Clockwork!
Ten seconds to pick. 5 seconds. Hurry, hurry! Radiance ban.
Terror Blade.
Only 10 seconds. 5 seconds remain. Dire's ban. Radiance ban. Ten seconds to pick. 5 seconds. Hurry, hurry! Dyer's ban. New team are now picking. Only 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Hurry, hurry! Dire team are now picking. Tide Hunter. Ten seconds to pick. 5 seconds remain. Choose your hero. Just a minute or so now until the game starts. Patience. 30 seconds until Digital Sports.
I'll kill my own before I let you have them.
Potential kill here, and I wouldn't be surprised if Faith Beyond once he's at 3 level 4, maybe we see GQ rotate with the trip.
Oh, for sure. He needs to make a rotation to the top lane, help out possibly like maybe even get a kill on mid lane, even pre-level 6 on a Puck, but once Puck gets level 6, I want to see a rotation that is from Clockwork or a Grimstroke to secure a kill on the Mars.
Going on Innocence still up top, and they don't have the damage to kill him after Metamorphosis runs out. More right hooks from Feed, who can use Shackle for a split second left over it, and then allowed Innocence
Radiant's
to just get
top
through the
tower
trees
is
and
under
escape. But bottom lane now, some good pressure on the Faith
He
Beyond.
needed, oh my
Have
god,
fun.
he needed like 1 CX. Look at that XP. That's nothing, that's it. 1 finger of a creep that they needed to chop off.
Radiant's middle tower is taking damage.
One experience away, and now up in the top lane, Battery is Innocence still running, getting through the trees. He is on the edge and cusp of dying constantly, but still survives again. They will pop a salving as well, and Timber Chain of the Whirling Death. Chalice gets quite low, but doesn't end up dead just yet.
They don't have any regeneration left on the bottom lane, so should be very careful. Also, Faith Beyond goes for like a killer type of a build, Timber Chain and Whirling Death. They need to bring some regen to the bottom lane, Night Hunter, Sal, and Tangos. If they can somehow kill the courier, that's a good fight.
See this lane spiraling out of control for EHOME.
I'm a bit worried about Ahmed's game. He's playing at the two biggest counters.
Well, again, Chalice avoiding it this time. Beyond able to back off. So at X Nova quite low.
Playing Lycan into Night Hunter, Anchor Smash, playing into Mars Arena where you can't enter, just kind of ruins your hero.
Run around, find the proper opening. Is it a game worth getting? Doesn't look like it. Fighting anybody else in this game doesn't feel very value.
No, like you just don't get the value of it.
Ame running under the tier 1, and oof, again, just these heroes living on the edge. But Fate wants to go through the trees and potentially kill off Ame, which
Dire's top
forces
tower
him to
is
go all the way back.
The rotation.
They're gonna keep getting a Grimstroke, but they end up losing Innocence. Maybe they could do something with this, but Jinkyu immediately getting harassed and pushed away. Not really the movement that they were looking for.
Nothing to say will need to be if the lanes are not going well for PSG.LGD. First of all, he needs levels. Now he's got to play 1 versus 1. Has finally 1 point with reactive armor. Once he starts the levels, you know, it's going to be easier for him for sure. But until he gets the levels, died once because he needed that 1 experience to be level 2. Get out of the trouble.
At what point in the game does a Timber normally look towards getting that shard? Like, is the shard even good this game? We've been seeing it a lot.
I'm just thinking about the like first item for bottles on the Timber Saw, but I guess just want to be able to put some more pressure in the lane. They had a lot of you know, physical things.
We've gone a Fate Beyond, and we're trying to get around him. Timber Chain low and depth into the trying to escape, sitting low on it. And pops certain that's going to be an up with the guff and the right clicks. Timber Chain getting more distance. It's a long amount of chase, but he eventually was in a kill here.
Your time
He
is gone
did not have an axle. It's gonna be, I'd say, a tough itemization for him, where you like want to get hood since they have some match. I still feel like we can do it this year. You're putting into Mars, into Shadow Shaman. There's also a lot of right-click damage. The Lotus Orb is gonna be fired this game. Again, DB as the Shadow Shaman. It's gonna be probably his second item. But my man's struggling. I thought it's going to be a much easier game, Fate Beyond on the bottom lane. One small mistake kind of ruined his early game.
Playing pretty sacrificial at the moment over bottom. Too uncommon with him. Picking up a regen rune as he's got that bottled up, ready to sustain over mid. 41-7 for nothing to say, 34-5 for XM. So that lane looking pretty even thus far. You getting a little bit of a keyword action going on, and I'm trying to farm as best he can. He's sitting 33-8, so not having the worst time in this lane, but you know, the CS is a little bit of a misdirect to where he is in terms of everything towards the top. Coil Arena comes in and trying to get away, but the cogs would lock back the duration of the arena. Well, pops and with the illusory orb, nothing to say, gets a kill on XM, who was having a really good time over mid. Really well done there by Innocence to get those cogs, because if he's in the arena, might just leave him and dying.
Yeah, good rotation from both supports.
Radiant's
makes a
middle tower is
rotation
being attacked.
with the Dream Foil. They get a kill. And so how's he doing? He's getting close to level 6. Tide Hunter already is level 6. Doesn't have too much mana to work with. Tide Hunter moved 11 walk charges.
Really bad. Look for the body blocks. Goes the rapid with the sweep. Okay, that's just something to do, but he's going to keep Chalice alive. Fox pushing away, looking for the stroke of fate. Painting it a couple times, finally lands onto the Tide Hunter, but they brought over their two spools. They've got the shackle and the anchor smash. Innocence ends up dead to Axnova, who's hitting really hard. Whirling Death coming through on the Chalice. Illusory Orb catching up to this Tide Hunter. He already used that Ravage, so he really doesn't have much to play with, but still surviving as this acid keeps keeping alive with Tide Hunter. Looks like he wants to stick around, but that was a bad decision. As he gets hit by the Eastro, Jinky dies online. He'll end up getting himself a second kill, but the Dream Foil plays finally gets thrown a fade that looks over X-Nova and tries to get a clear sweep and won't land it this time, and not a lot of mana to play with. Both in the same Fate Beyond will back away.
They use that like Ravage right away. EHOME kind of very good at counter initiating with Ravage, Mars Arena. One of the best abilities. Because you still need the levels, but eventually you'll get there, so it's going to be much harder for LGD to go in and stuff done.
I'm just surviving thanks to the Morbid Mask.
Morbid Mask, a lot of life steal.
Yeah.
On charges. Tide really struggles early on with the mana. It's going into every right click damage. That's some face boots.
I always love seeing Build on. And then I play it. That's why I like to watch it though. When it gets executed right.
Please send me beat up. That's why I always see you spectating the game instead of playing.
It's not entirely false at all. Over mid, Ajit. Great bam going into the Yasha. No Midas queued up.
Top tower is under
No God
siege.
King build here. Although he could be going into the Sun. doing that, but it looks like just right now it's the Asha. Let's see where he goes.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
Only a little bit of a lead for LGD. This game is much closer. DPC certainly setting him up for success. They'll go for the top lane. They've got 4 heroes up in this top lane. They'll look for the switch. They've got the spear and the lead. A timber change, no way.
24 stacks. Oh my god, 3 coil.
Yeah, right on top. They're going to turn this one.
Lead them up, boys.
He's not even staying on this. As the raft gets thrown over, they hit the spear on a leg, but double cash sending for the gets gonna action over. They also end up with Spade. They'll go after XM trying to get his card. Slow him down just a bit, but they won't face near the tier 1 tower. That ends up with 0 kills for EHOME on that.
That was such a big tournament. Timbersaw is insane. Sometimes it's all it takes, like one extra hit. If you don't get it off, like one extra spell, it's just gonna feel bad. That focus magic one, keeping him alive, gets out the good rotation from the puck. Guess we're gonna see that one again. Yeah, Timbersaw, like that hood right now, so that's gonna help quite a lot. Drops the board like I think that's a bit too much to go in and clean it up instantly.
A little bit of aggravation coming in as they've used Ravage twice. It really hasn't amounted to much, especially that top lane fight where it just completely gets turned. So they want to get themselves a tower, squeeze the map a little bit for FPD, and maybe find some success around the map, get some open space to farm, especially the TB who is doing quite well, second in the network. Really opening up some space. He's not going to land Faith Beyond. Now they're really starting to have trouble here with this Timbersaw, and Faith Beyond just turning around. Really
right now, they're like, do we go in again? Like, we bring the numbers. They see the hood. So extra 301 magic damage, possibly. Timber running low on mana. What does he bring? A couple of EPs.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
Hook shot. Not landing. Well combo. Hugs. Push away XM, but they got the Hex. The shackle through the lands on the edge. Silent, so no spear. This is just yet. Finally, there's the finish.
It's a 4-man rotation still. Position 5 clockwork. I think PSG.LGD is fine with. Next to 3. Done on like it.
Dream core committed.
Dominating performance.
Should land and should be a kill. Axnova ending up dead. They still got some heroes here from the side of EHOME, but there's nothing that they can do to reach this.
Whenever I talk about Shaman, like you need to have a good way of protecting the hero. Tidehunter, the best ones for sure. It's also going to be problematic this time around. You're playing into lightning. No one wants to just stand their ground.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
Yeah, I'm just going to hit this Necro Warrior. Just try to sleep them because they're too speedy. So if you miss match on that, you're not saving anything. So Shaman could be in trouble also playing into Clockwork, into Double Trap, and could be problematic.
Radiant's bottom tower
coming in. Necro 3, no boost, could lead to AC.
Understand that they have a ton of physical damage, ton of minus armor.
being attacked.
Gosh, easy aura, you need to be able to tank up the
fortified their tower.
I like it better than what we've been seeing with a lot of like it's like that first item Orchid.
Dire's top tower is under
that. Like I like this so much
The
more.
auras are always a bit tricky into Terrorblade. He gets a reflection off, then you have a free aura, but I will not buy any aura item because there is reflection. Hook shot in.
And that will land on Axnova, who's hitting the fan. Great to follow that up for Inkswell diving out of the tier 2 tower. Risky, and Innocence. Well, they'll get the kill, but they'll end up getting traded. Meanwhile, the arena was Xingqiu gets caught out. That was Ravage used. And 3 kills there for EHOME. They finally take a network lead for what feels like the first time this series.
Yeah. But going into Dagon, one puck the other day that really refused to buy any defensive tools, and he was playing into either Lions or Shadow Shaman, and the one silence, if I remember correctly, because we've seen a lot of games, you know, can't remember everything. But this time around, I would also love to see defensive.
Right.
Just playing into Shaman. What next? You're dead.
You know, Chalice doesn't have Ravage. Let's chase a little bit. Do some push damage there.
Radiant's middle tower
Not
is
really
being
the worst thing
attacked.
for Chalice. Innocence fainted now. I'm coming! Thinking about moving in. Now he's around 2-0. Makes
Killing
it.
spree.
Kuo comes in. Should be able to get the kill there on the Elder Dragon. He's silenced up, so no sweep is coming in. They also got the kill on a Fade. So Fade's one, Ame gets the other. Now they should be able to have the
Good hook shot. Into the dog.
And back with the cog. So that's a good lineup by OG. They lose the fight, they take the fight, and they win this one. They'll be able to grab a pool because they've got the silence on XM, nowhere for him to run. Everybody dead but the Terrorblade, who is just continuing to try and boost up.
Radiant's top
So
tower
much
is under
value.
fire.
As well, we have 4 heroes that love to go in. Clockwork, Lycan, like even using it all fast feels good. Riversaw into that low survival mention. It's an extra mana region. It's just great to heroes that be
Middle
instant
tower,
changes.
Radiant.
Sometimes I feel like we're listening.
Well, they are. Our voices go directly to the player.
Discord, whatever they're using.
Coming through to the TV.
Tower is being attacked.
Won't continue to chase. I've only had that happen, Neil.
For pro players not into your Discord while you're playing the bot.
No, they heard me casting from the lobby.
Oh,
I think
okay.
the settings were placed wrong thanks to Kirby. Pretty embarrassing.
I thought someone just joined Discord, like, what up, Beacon? Man, I really like your build.
It was actually WS Canada, and I was talking about how I really didn't like Dark Will at the time, just felt super strong when it came out, and all of a sudden I just hear Arteezy go, yeah, we hate Dark Will too. I'm like, wait, well, I was solo cast, I wasn't expecting anybody to respond. Like, and they're like, we could hear you, and I just left the lobby. Shackle coming in onto Faithion, reference as well, the metamorphosis from the TV.
Killing spree.
What happened?
Not going to be enough. Get the kill there, and we're starting to see maybe some power come in from this Terrorblade now that he's finished off.
Their late game is superior. EHOME just has a much better late game, so PSG.LGD, they need to make stuff done like right here, right now. The lineup doesn't really scale that much, even though like Timberstone's not the same hero anymore.
Ooh, wow.
That's
Exactly where Ahmed was. The arena as well as the spear. It's a fast-moving chicken, but they got the sword. Packages out, and it's a pretty good one.
Dominating performance.
They get the gun to Innocence. They're going to take out at least one disengagement. Nothing to say, though, with a lot of health and mana to work with. The Lucio comes across front of 3. Wayne Rift silences up 2. And XM just providing a little bit of help to avoid the illusory orb.
Avoid the spear as well.
Faded shift, waning Rift, jumping away, and nothing to say. Should be able to survive here. Just Fade dying in Innocence. A lot of goes in low on both sides.
They need to be able to take out Shaman first before he can get any spells off. They do a good job. They're still chasing.
Yeah, they want to go in on a Chalice who does not have Ravage. That was just a little bit earlier. He gets under the tier 2 tower stroke. The fate doesn't land on the Chalice, but they still want to get this kill onto the Chalice, and they should be able to do so with the silence and the chakram hitting. Faithion moves up Chalice, and they finally get plus one and higher engagement.
It took them a while to take down that watermelon, but in the end they managed to do so.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
Finally slicing through the watermelon. Get the seeds, slice it up, and good dessert.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Good bit of
being
gold.
attacked.
We're using technology in the right direction, making seedless watermelon. This is the stuff that I want to see. I do not want to go to Mars or anything. I just want to use it for simple stuff.
Arena down here with the spear landing onto Ahmed. And then have the control to finish this off. Hookshot comes in. It looks like he's not going to get up there to save Ahmed. But turn on to XM and just get himself one. XM falls to Innocence.
It's killing
You finish
time.
off the Lars, and that is a trade I don't think EHOME were expecting on Kevin.
Now we could see in the previous fight where he goes in, just said like chicken running around inside the arena, can't really do too much. I think that he needs a BKB to be able to get out of the arena and focus the right target, so he queues that up. But big item that the board can farm off all that bot.
He just walked up and they try to get the kill here on the Terror Blade. He's low, his Phantom's in great. They've got the Hex as well as the Serpent Warriors around. And there is the Shack. The smoke doesn't finish the TV. However, nothing to say. Survives here as he's able to win Gripped out and also gets a blink.
That was so close. Like if they get the kill, that's pretty high, pretty big. If GQ can somehow manage to farm the Aghanim section against the Terror Blade, you make a stronger illusion with max 50% of the EV. That's the game-breaking axe, like similar to, let's say, once Disruptor gets it. But I don't think found Philosopher's Stone. But yeah, that's a big bummer for them. Once you get that item, it becomes so much easier to farm the axe.
It's going to take potentially 2 series to find that Philosopher's Stone. You have the original, and then you have Brotherhood. We get the Philosopher's Stone, and he's looking for that axe. So it's going to be some time until he gets the goal for that.
Oh yeah, Lord of the Rings and the Philosopher's Stone. Love that movie.
Full Metal.
I know.
This guy, I got really disappointed.
People
Radiant's
always
bottom tower is being attacked.
Dumbledore and Lord of the Rings, similar stuff.
Bottom
Yeah.
tower has fallen.
Dirty Tower falling down. They will be able to take the outpost. I like how Innocence has a position 5 o'clock work. Like, you don't give a damn if you die.
Yeah.
So he's just throwing his body out there to get a good trade, possibly like saving his teammates' coil.
On the feed, and they're going to make this move and get the kill onto 1. Now they need to run phase shift, avoiding the sleep. Good job by Nothing to Say to get in and out.
Puck going all in on that damage.
Dire's
As
top tower is under
Trinket,
siege.
about
Radiant's middle
damage
tower is being
5%.
attacked.
That's Veil. Dagon 2. Spell amplification level 15. So that
Dire's
Dagon's
top
gonna hurt a
tower
lot.
is being
I'm just
attacked.
worried that like if he gets attacked or hacked, he might instantly die. So I would love to see like a defensive item, either a Lincoln Spear, possibly even a BKB, because they have like a ton of magical damage. They have like nothing that goes into the BKB.
Sharpness picking up the stroke, by the way, he's got 8 over.
It's a good one. Just another spell. Like some heroes have, it just breaks how the game looks. Like if he gets that Aghanim Scepter, then you have 1 extra spell, Dark Portrait, and inventory, multiple spots.
Yeah. Oh, we see Inco for a while. Do you think it's a good shard out there?
It's a decent one, you know. It's not Juggernaut Shard or old Shooter Shard, but it's also not a block shard.
Not bad.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked.
Oh, that would be cool addition to ability draft if you can take draft shard.
Not a bad idea. Roshan, you get a bad. Now they can run a bait. They're going to look over to the side and control with this cog. The Elder Titan going to get over the next one. He's going to buy back a meeting with Keane. It's still available, but he just disappeared. And they took the side so quickly. 4 heroes have already dead. They're going after this Terror Blade. They should be able to get themselves a full team wipe. The buyback coming out from both. This really doesn't feel great for EHOME at all. A 10k lead for LGD. Oh man, that execution from LG is also something that you should not talk about. Is like this Phantom. You get so much value from it. On the time you can't cracking it off. You actually need to hit it, which is a big problem. Doesn't much. Actually, usually side trucking black holes, Chronos features, but this is also something that he doesn't like.
Insecurities in their own.
Yeah, with him unable to get that Ravage off, that fight just takes a one-sided turn. Elder Titan just fall back. X-Nova needs to get onto the high ground and leave.
Yeah, both of the supporters bought back, and the PSG.LGD understands like we need to go in, kill the support straight away, especially the Shadow Shaman. I talked about the importance of being Shadow
No
Shadow,
more
but
middle
once they're
tower
already
for
on
Radiant's.
top of them with the Inner Book, a Timbersaw, you do not want to ravage Timbersaw, you do not want to ravage the Necro Warriors, not even Walker. They don't have
Radiant's
any
top
like
tower is
any
under siege.
items. There's no force travel, there's no limitation. That's a bit problematic. PSG.LGD going with the momentum right now.
Radiant's top tower
They
is
know where their
being
win
attacked.
conditions are at. It's feeling like Shadow Tournament like we really haven't seen throughout the DPC because it's super underfarmed. We usually see Shadow
Radiant
Tournaments
has
in
lost their
some way
top
secure
tower.
some farm. And it feels like Fade just doesn't really have a game to play with at the moment.
It's a tough one for him. We already talked about the all bad matchups. Doesn't really like to play any of these heroes. Got it.
It's used and it's going to come through on a bait. They'll get the Shadow Shaman dead for 70 seconds without buyback. And that is just rough to not have that support, especially where LGD are confident. They're ready to push into the high ground and not going to have your control, your head, potentially, a big part of this fight or a big part of this defense for 50 more seconds.
While they're talking, they're killing tier 3 towers. It's going down so quickly. AC plus the Necro units.
Dire's bottom tower
He's going to have to start probably a ravage of some sort. Comes in, down, out of the clockwork. Here comes down, now really last. Got somebody going up.
Oh, DP's just dead.
Oh, Stroke of Fate comes in, and with the help of Face Beyond to get thrown to Ajit, he doesn't have buyback. This could start simulating the end. Hook shot, Inkland, back down on the other side. They've got Silence and Ravage. Cutter comes in, right to get up. It's not going to be enough to really turn this fight.
This might be it.
They've lost 4. They'll go after the Mars. They've got the BKB for Max. The bulwark back towards the base, but man, can he not do much?
They just blew up that Terrorblade. He used the Grip Stroke ulti over down Bagon on 2 targets. Like, even if Terrorblade has buyback there, you don't get like any value from the buyback because you already used the meta.
Got it down. Take this bottom set of racks. Mid and bottom gone, and no tier 2 standing. Sometimes you see that tier 2 in one lane, that's lane, but
Watch those blink in.
yeah,
He's dead. Oh, that's one way to throw the game.
it's one way to stop the Mega Creeps from coming out. Back off, they've got themselves resist. Just wait for 50 seconds to stay back in the game. Might give time for Terrorblade to get the ADP that he wants. We'll see. They look to engage once again. Got the field landing on a Hane, but Sam cannot get anything done this game. He is getting ripped apart time again.
Yeah, this doesn't feel like a mid.
Sounds like tree stuff.
No.
Looking at his item, 27 minutes in, it feels more of a... Because I think Timer, he stole his item build. Like, you do not want to go for double Deso. I'm not even kidding.
And usually you get that Deso when you got a little bit more farm priority on the Mars, right?
Yeah.
X on to the Timber, but really not phased by that little active aggression. You should be standing around. You need to be careful about how you approach this. Ether shot, stroke of fate that comes in and Sonic. They've got Banahame. Hook shot uses as well. Huck trying to get into this fight as quickly as possible. He's actually smoked up himself to try and make his way in. Take us through the look for the set of racks and go after this tie. They've got the Pokemon and Global Silence. Connects on the take down. Blow him up again. Move him up and get a lot of that. Double dagging. They get the kill there onto X Nova. They'll look for more. Green Pool put down on the these sort of Metamorphosis pop. Trying to get the Ringo. Somebody's so tanky. They just get the kill. Choco on Ozzy. Trying to push his way forward and hit something dumb. Ozzy falls again and nothing to see them. All GG. LGD will take the series 2-0. And EHOME falls even further down. They lost yet another series in this one. 2-0 to LGD.
This was supposed to be a bad matchup for Lycan, but Amen made it work. It was like hot. Also, Timbersaw enabling it, creating a lot of space on the map. A lot of supports made good early rotations, killed the Mars on the mid lane. They made Shadow Shaman miserable, did not allow him too much late though.